heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Fields changing the play. Throwing on 2nd down. Fields. Going to throw right side here. Complete. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And this is a game where you don't envy a defensive coordinator. This is what you have to game plan against all week. This offense is #1 in the NFL in passing, and they're clicking here early as they get a completion there for a first down.
Fields on first down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Quickly to London. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Drake London, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Strike things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. $13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. 56 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, That's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Darnell Washington, 27 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. A pretty wild first quarter. 21. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, as they've got it as we resume action. On 1st down, it's Fields. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAndre Swift, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 44-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Troy Anderson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Darnell Washington with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Lions get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Fields. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On first down, Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! A great play there. 56 yards. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lane. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jamison Williams, 29 yards. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Touchdown, Vikings. Elijah Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Get your eyes checked. Get the ball moving.
Back to throw here. Complete to Washington.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Throw left side. There's London. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now 2nd and 9. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of buying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Swift will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now back to throw. And he will slide down with a good gain. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Fields on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
now a 2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll set up to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Hey, Chips here. West right there.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. That's out quickly to London. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Now a give, right side, Swift. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Fields out to his left. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Here we go,
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
EQ. One strike. Hey, never mind. Monday. Tonight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
11. They're going alpha right here.
Fields now to throw.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Make me come down there. Here we go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Fields.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 13. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0s. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Hey, Ken.
To throw is Fields.
Try to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Vikings, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.